Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Phenomenal.
How does it happen? You're coaching the crew, or printing the news, or straining till you thought you would burst. You sure got a thirst. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. Victoria Bitter.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own. It could be that great chalk and biscuit coating.
So hard to have a gay time on your own.
It could be that smooth toffee ice cream in the center. Or that whole delicious golden gay time taste.
Hard to have a gay time on your own.
Street's Golden Gay Time. Now available in smooth chocolate.
Please give me Coke. Do you have Coke? And ask them the price of Coke. Cola, cola, cola. But it was not cola, it was Coke. Remember Coke? And what's Coke? Cola. It's not Coke in Korean. Cola. Good. So Coke. Do you have Coke? And they said yes. Please give me Coke. Oh, please give me Coke. I want a Coke.
Professor, would you say it's time for our viewers to crack each other's heads open and feast on the goo inside?
Yes, I would, Kent.
Oh, Mo. He says, Bearcroft loves to feast on the goo inside. I didn't think of that before. How the bloody hell are you going? Thank you for joining us here on this special, slightly early edition of the show. Launch party tonight as it is. Healing Wars, the Shifter is back. This time revamped, got a new cover. I'm told it has a more achievable funding goal, so we will see about that. We'll be launching that in about 9 minutes or so. But before we do any of that, we must stand on tradition. First of all, it is a launch show, so please do share it out. There's a lot of people streaming tonight. I'm streaming over the Diaz brothers, Shane. Now everyone is streaming. Yeah, let's if you could please help the stream by liking it and sharing it out. That would be very much appreciated. As Mo says, we want to help give Dojo the best jump off that he can on his new cock here. But order of business. This man right here, Jeremy Burts, is getting closer and closer to the magic 60 number, up to 58. He is really streaming ahead in this competition. Things are heating up. Bretsky the Great is here. There he is. He's third on his own appearance. We got Don in the house. You got to get up a lot earlier in the morning to beat the likes of Jeremy Burts or Gary G or even Norin Radnow, who's 10. Got double figures on the leaderboard. Hail Mo Biggs. We missed Mo yesterday. I feel like so many jokes would have been had on that glorious cocksploration that we had. But he's here now, and thank you very much for being here. Eric's in the house as well. Levi Skeen says, how to the chat. I see checkpoint. Yes, new cock. Exactly. Always. Cock a day keeps the libs up. Apolitical cock, maybe. Philip V in the house. 40% Zed. Who else do I see? Johnny Rando in the house. All right, let me send Dojo that link. Get him in here. Explain himself. So the Shifter, Healing Wars is a novel. I remember that from when this came around the first time, and it's interesting. He was just saying that he's doing a joint. So he's got a Fund My Comic, I guess, for us more comic people, but he's also going to do a Kickstarter as well, because there's fans of the novels over there hanging out on Kickstarter. So that's interesting. The old double simultaneous launch. There's the man. Hello, Mr. Dojo.
Hi, Michael.
How you going, Brian?
Thanks for having me on. Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Feeling excited. Another book, another launch.
To get this going with new strategy. You bet.
Yeah, because we did this. When did we first see this book? It must have been over a year ago, I imagine.
Oh, yeah. It was early 2021.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Right. It was February 2021, as a matter of fact. Yep.
And it's back now with a more achievable funding goal, you say?
Right. Yeah. So
the first one I remember was a hard task.
It was substantial.
I remember that.
It was 10 grand. Now I saw that Matt Fowler just recently launched with a 10 grand goal, but he has fulfilled an awful lot of books. So a lot of people have big confidence in him. So I'm hoping that to start off here, we get a lower goal and get people confident and a better price point this time too. So
he also has the pull of people love Tiger Blue. People love Jose Garcia as well. There's also that going from Aerith for 19 months says, this won't let me share my new cock URL. Well, it depends on the kind of URL you're talking about there, Aerith. Mo says, I remember when the far left used to be all about cock. Now they want to cut cocks off at the root.
When I asked you to launch in October, I had no idea what I'd be sharing.
I know, right? What the hell were you getting into?
Right?
If we can't have a little bit of fun and laugh at this stuff, what
That's
what are
right.
we even doing? What are we even doing here? So you told me that this is going to be launching at the 1:15. Let me add it to the stage here. So this is how we can check it out. It's not launched yet. It will be launching in about 40 minutes. So as I said, please do like the stream, share it out, let everyone know this is going down. We got 6 watching over on Rumble. Hail the Rumble gang.
Hail the chat, hail Rumble and YouTube. You bet.
Yeah, hail you all. Let me put Healing Wars, the link here over on YouTube. That's for the Fund My Comic. And this, you know, they put this new stupid thing where you got love hearts in the chat. I can't pin my own message.
I know they're definitely in the way.
Well, that's what I want. I want to put love hearts in the chat. What is this, TikTok? If they see that on TikTok, you know, they pop up.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we should totally do that. That's what YouTubers want. No, I want to be able to pin my comment when I need to. Jennifer Grover for 5. Michael, I love you. Not inappropriately, but I do love you. A classic super chat from Jennifer Grover there. So great
to see Jennifer here. Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, she has to cut back from time to time, and that's cool. She's always welcome here. Everyone loves seeing Jennifer. Yeah, Mo's with me. I hate those hearts. I mean, look, people's clicking the. Is that Mo? He's just like, I don't know if you can see this.
So clicking them like
It's
crazy.
just going crazy. Oh my god! I probably shouldn't have mentioned them. All right, let me pin that. Pin the message. It's over there on Rumble as well. Yeah, they do. They need to move that elsewhere. Mo says, as if I don't already comment too much. Sometimes I say something just to scroll the chat so I can see what someone said. Yeah, they're in the way. They're in the way. Get rid of them, YouTube. We've got John joining us as well. He says, what's good, chat? Well, we are here to kick off Dojo's new book. Well, it's a collaboration. So this is an existing book. We're going to get into it. So it's an existing novel, and this is the graphic novel adaptation that Dojo has put together. It's called Healing Wars Book 1, Part 1, The Shifter, and it is about to launch in 2 minutes' time. And so we will do what we always do. So I'm keeping a close eye on because these Fund My Comic ones, they just go. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no button to push. You don't
Exactly.
You don't tell it I'm ready. You just better be ready.
I'm ready. I got it right here. Right here. You know what we know what we're talking about. Now the launch countdown takes a minute. So as soon as I see it go a little bit over 14, I'm hitting that thing. And we're going to be launching Healing Wars, The Shifter. What is
Hail Melanie?
Better not be inappropriately, or Mel B will get you. Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Talking about Jennifer's super chat. No, we know that Jennifer's love is purely platonic. She's here to hang out with good people in the chat and just enjoy some good company. All right. I think it's time. Dojo.
Excellent.
This thing. Here we go, everyone. Everybody, please share the stream, like it, all that good stuff. And yeah, here we go. We're launching this thing. It says it hasn't started yet.
What?
It says it started with yours. Oh no! Oh no! It's we've never had any problem except that one time. I don't know what to do. Boomer time, says Mo Biggs. I swear it's not me. Did we get the right?
Yeah, I scheduled it for 8:15 so that it would happen.
Oh no! Actually, last time this happened, it took us like 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh!
To get the thing live, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
There is the otwe link. I guess we could check to see if
refresh. Let me go see on Fund My Comic. Let's click through here. Do we have a just launched featured pics? Where are we looking here? Nope.
It is live on KS. I know some people don't like KS, but it is live there.
It's live there.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's go. Hang on. I got that right here, actually. Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. And all right, it's live over on Kickstarter. So as we said, is it Janice? That's the
Yes.
author.
Janice Hardy.
So Janice,
That's right.
Janice Hardy has she has a following over on Kickstarter already for the books, for the novels.
That's correct. Yep.
So the goal there, the plan is to try and get some of the readers of the novel series to jump in on the graphic novel adaptation. Over
That's
on
right.
Fund My Comic, let me go back here. John says, wonder if it's Pacific time. That could have been what happened last time. I can't really remember. Mo says, bring
Oh.
Luke, bring him to me now. Is it
You know what?
possibly
Let me go
Pacific
look.
time?
Yeah, let me see. Wow, this is bad.
It happens. It happens. It is specific time, says Aerith. It is a very specific time. Mo says, with Brian's luck, this will be the first book shadow banned by Fund My Comic. All right. Well, while you sort that out,
Okay.
how about I'll play a trailer. How about that? That's a good thing. Let me I gotta share this with the audio while you go on the hunt. There it is. There it is. All right, let's play this. Let's watch this.
Naya is an orphan with a rare gift. Others with this gift can take pain from a person and transfer it into the cobalt blue metal known as Pinvium. But Naya's gift is flawed. She can only transfer pain from one person to another. Orphaned on an island nation occupied by a conquering enemy and trying to locate her missing sister, Naya has to make sure they don't find out, or she'll be weaponized against her own people. Be sure to back Janice Hardy's The Healing Wars, Book 1, Part 1, The Shifter, from Dojo-kun Comics.
I could have sworn I heard the cockering there, but I think you said I think it said conquering. Sorry, I just have cock on the mind tonight.
Right.
Still not approved. All right.
I moved it to
Live on
520.
Kickstarter. It's
If
going to be a
specific-
hard. I know it's always a hard sell. Kickstarters on this crowd, so I hope you could get the Fund My Comic up.
Yeah, I moved it to 520 because if it's Pacific time, it's 3 hours behind us.
That sounds like a plan. All right. So we just. She can only transfer her pain from one person to another, like when I distract people from their problems by insulting other people. Exactly. Oh, and Mo had that question earlier about the chicken, because he said you brought a hen to a cockfight. That's a character, the chicken that we had on the thumbnail.
Well, the chicken does play a part in the story. I wanted to make sure that the cover you see right now on the trailer is like a cinematic, like movie type. But then the cover that you showed on your thumbnail is the Renzo Rodriguez variant.
Yes.
And that one there is a scene that happens in the comic.
Very nice. It's a great cover, by the way, Renzo. I've been loving Renzo's art of late. He's really been crushing it.
He's doing a great job. One thing I had to ask Renzo to do though, is to kind of tone it back a little bit. He really loves making the ladies extra sexy. But this book here, she's like a middle teenager, and it's not meant for her to. You'll see.
Cover her body with a chicken. That might be the best
You'll
idea.
appreciate this, Michael. There'll be no nipplage.
It's music to my ears. All right, we've passed the 20. If I refresh here, please be live. It's live. It is live. We're here. So it is specific. Everybody in the future, if you are scheduling your comics to go live, Pacific time.
Wow. Yeah. We're going to have to suggest to Luke that maybe he specifies that.
Yeah. It is the second time we've run into this. So there we go. It says, Biro says, he pains me when I have to look at him. You pack the chicken full of pain, then toss it like a grenade into the crowd, says John. A McPain grenade.
That's actually a great idea.
All right. So we saw a little bit about what the shifter is in the trailer. Is there anything else you want to add to that in terms of maybe what they're going to get in this book, in this specific.
Okay.
We heard about the premise, but what happens in this specific book?
In this book, we find out right away that she's on the run from the occupying army, like the trailer mentions, and she has to make some significant moral choices. And sometimes I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think I would agree with the choices she made, and she's got to deal with life after that. Her sister is in a place called the Healers League, where the people who can transfer the pain into the blue metal that's mentioned, they are in the league, and they often get paid by the league to service their customers. Naya, though, as a shifter, she's extremely rare, so she can't join the league because she really can't shift pain into the metal, which is what they count on. And so she can't join the league, and she doesn't want to go to what's called the pain merchants. Now, pain merchants, you can take your wounded to the pain merchant, and they'll transfer the pain that she can draw out, but most of the time into
This is like a morphine
weapons.
racket.
Yeah. So most people can transfer that pain into Pinvium weapons. So imagine if you're hit with a Pinvium axe, in addition to the damage that an axe would normally do, you also get whatever extra pain was shifted to it.
Oh my god!
So the
They
only
look
way
like they look like such normal, civilized people here, but they're
right?
running around.
Except for that wicked blade that Danilo has.
That's true. That is true.
Now,
We have a
it's not-
backer here. Of course, who else would it be? Alex VRB is claiming backer number 1 on Fund My Comic. Thank you so
Excellent.
much, Alex.
So Alex, for being backer number 1, you will get in your package a print that we had Shelby Robertson, we commissioned him to do. This is a collab of a bunch of different CG creators, including Ella from the Lucent right here.
There she is.
There are 15 different creators, projects, or characters on here. There is a key on the back, so in case you don't recognize any, you'll see where they're from. And in addition to Alex getting this, the 13th backer on Fund My Comic will also get one, because this is Friday the 13th.
Well, now you're just encouraging people to hold out for the 13.
but it can't happen if everyone holds out.
That's true. That is true. We got B-Rose in the house telling Brian to shut up. We got
means
Bonnie
Brian-
Gra. This is
he
late
doesn't
to
mean
the
this
party, but
Brian,
we
though.
just went live, Jake.
Oh,
Just
you know
got
what?
this
This
thing
is a
live.
perfect opportunity. Since we're talking about Jake for a moment, I just got this from Jake. This is a metal print of the cover to Cobalt number 3, which is not out yet.
I
He's
remember it.
just finished Cobalt number 2 fulfillment. So this one here by Adam Miller will be the cover to Cobalt number 3. And he's still hammering out the details on what that title will be, but I can't wait to see it. Now, you say you remember this because you're right. This was a print in Cobalt number 2.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yes.
That's
very
like a
beautiful.
display. We got Hojo in the house. Everybody knows Hojo is launching here tomorrow night his Mythicals 2. It is a month of launches of creator-owned comics. It's all going down here. All right. So interior art by Azilson Kostic. Yeah, I remember really thinking the art was very, very good.
Yes, Zilson was
Healing
on the
Wars.
launch last time. I decided not to bring the entire crew this time just because there was technical as if my own technical difficulties weren't enough. I didn't want to bring a whole crew along with
Stack
me.
them.
Yeah, right.
Very nice. So this is okay. So we got a little sequence here of the it's like a fantasy town in a kind of fantasy world.
Yes, I would
much
say
like
that
it's got its own land.
The setting is medieval.
Okay.
So there's no automobiles, there's no planes. Everybody's either on horseback or carriages. And there's a smithy in town. She's looking for a job at the baker and the smithy and perhaps at the inn and things like that. So yeah. They fight with swords, axes, bow and arrow.
But they also have steamboats.
Well, it's a ferry boat. So yeah, perhaps it's beginning of the industrial age.
I hear.
And as you
Scrolling
can
down
see
here.
in this next page right there, the ferry boats, they have a problem steering. That's a collision between two of them. And because a lot of people are injured in that collision, you can imagine that she becomes very important.
But then the maybe it's the friggin', what did you call them? The pain guild?
Merchants.
What are they?
Well, there's
the pain
healers.
merchants. Yeah.
There's the
maybe they're the
Healers
ones
League.
steering the boats together.
Hey, hadn't thought about that. Yeah, the Healers League is like the official. It's like the religious foot of the island nation that she's in, Geveg, and then the pain merchants are kind of like the black market, if you will.
John says, "Hang on, this is the face of Dojo-kun comics." Yes, put two and two together. Yeah, we've
This is
seen
Dojo.
Dojo before. Yeah, you don't go on camera on your show, do you?
No, we don't on our show typically, because we like the guest to be spotlighted and we want to make sure that the focus is all on the guest. Even during our debate section, we pretty much stay as our icons.
B Rose is professing his love for Jennifer Grover. They love each other, obviously, appropriately. Bronick Brightwell, she's got holding a big old cock on that cover. Yeah, she brought a chicken to Cocktober, so we'll see how she goes. I zoom in here. So when she absorbs people's pain, does that mean she feels the pain? Is that what's going on?
Yep, she experiences every bit of it. Sort of like if you want to compare it to like Raven from the Teen Titans. So when Raven absorbs someone's pain or injury, she too would feel the pain. Although I think she just keeps it. Whereas Naya, to a certain point, she can't take it anymore and needs to do something with it. She either has to transfer it to another person, or actually, I think that's her only choice.
And Mo says, I've even heard Dojo sing. Oh, I'm glad to have missed that one. You can sing? Can you hold a tune?
Yes, sir. I've auditioned for America's Got Talent and The Voice.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you make it onto the show?
I did not get to see the celebrities. Nope. It was one of the phases before that they sent me home. I'll be honest with you. The 10 people that were in the room at the same time as me, there were 2 others that I was certain were like the ones to beat in my group. And they sent them home too. And I was like, you're sending, all right, what are you looking for? If you don't take that guy and that gal, you're crazy. What, I don't understand.
Mo says you're not bad.
Oh, thanks,
I'm
Mo.
terrible. I can't. I'm tone deaf. I don't know what you guys are all talking about when you can hear notes and stuff. I don't know. I know what's good, but I can't do it myself. We have Royce in the house. It's awesome to see you guys live together. How to both of you. Thank you so much, Royce.
Hello, Royce.
I think Royce is doing his what is it, 100th show or something tonight.
Wow.
Big show
That's
over
great.
on his channel. So make sure everyone is sub to A Drink with Crazy. Great bunch of guys really pushing the positivity of the Iron Age.
Yes.
All that good stuff. The Voice from the European countries is fun to watch clips of. I can't do it anymore. I've been song competitioned out. I've had enough. I have other things to do. There's a 20-page making of The Shift at Ashcan. So these would be sketches and character development, stuff like that. How did you get involved in this? Do you know Janice Hardy?
That is actually a great story. So my wife read the trilogy first, okay? And she said, now listen, I know that you like high fiction, high fantasy, like Wheel of Time and A Song of Ice and Fire and things like that. She said, but I think even though this one's aimed toward a younger audience, she said, I really think you would enjoy this. And it's a really quick read. So I gave it a shot. I was through all 3 books within a week. Really, really liked it, like as you can imagine. And I was mentioning it to a good friend of mine.
In a week.
I mentioned it to a good friend of mine, and he said, oh, yeah, I liked it too. I read it a little while ago. Would you like to talk to the author? And I was like, yeah, sure. How do you know the author? He said, I work with her husband. So
Small world.
He got me in touch with her. I, pitched the idea to her that I'd like to adapt this into a graphic novel. And she and her husband are both comic book fans, not like you and I are, but, to a certain extent. And she thought that'd be a great idea. So we hammered out a license agreement and here we are.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, I'm being yelled at here. Hold on a sec. Jennifer Grover, Michael, please don't disrespect my love for B-Rose. He is my friend and has been good to me. That being said, I do love you. I apologize, Jennifer. I didn't mean to disrespect your love for B-Rose, which I do believe is pure and beautiful. Mo says, Bancroft, damn it, there's enough love to go around. Let B-Rose soak it in. Yeah, B-Rose does need love too. I could have said that in a meaner way, but I won't. Only because only for Jennifer's sake. Thank you so much for the super chat. Snuggie says, do a little Cardi B for us. Please don't.
Yeah. Sorry, Snuggie. Despite the super chat, that's a no.
Yeah, $2 ain't enough. Thank you anyway. It is a great story. Yeah, that's really cool. That is really surprising. So I'm not familiar with Healing War. Is that self-published, or is she out there in bookstores? And
she's definitely out in bookstores. And let me see, it's a Balzer and Brave. It's HarperCollins. Basically, it's a.
Oh, can you put that up so we can have a look?
Oh yeah,
there it is. Well, very well-read copy. I see your notes there.
Yeah, and you can see all the tabs for where the issues are going to be and stuff. Yeah.
Trinket Crazy's got to grow. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Hey, Royce. Thanks for being here, man.
James is just celebrating Cocktober in the only way he knows how. Oh, I forgot about James. Now, this is cool. You have a new special limited edition 3D printed Danello's blade.
Right. This is the one you see on the Renzo Rodriguez cover. I think he's also wielding it on the main cover, the one that looks like a cinema.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, as I'm holding it up here, you can see what its relative size. So it's bigger than my head.
Hold on. Let me get in there. Oh yeah.
And it's detached, so you can
just don't take it through an airport.
Yeah, probably not. Even though it's not metal, probably they would stop you or take it from you or whatever.
Yeah. What is this? What is this blade in your carry-on luggage here? Very cool.
If they'll take nail clippers away from you, they'll definitely take this away from you.
I know. It's an interesting. Is that like when you're turning a novel into a graphic novel? Obviously, you don't necessarily see the blade like this. Is this something that you helped develop this thing, or is this like described exactly in the book?
I described this to the artist Zilson, and he was able to capture nearly exactly how I meant. There's a little bit of variation to it, and you can tell, any of you who are sword aficionados, you can tell that this is not a very practical blade because you really can't put that in a sheath. And
I was thinking that
it's probably not structurally as strong as like a katana or a longsword or something. But hey, comics, this looks cool.
It's scary looking.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just thinking of the different ways you can use it, and then like get in the middle and poke someone with it with that extra bit.
You could thrust the weapon at somebody, you could miss, but on the way back, you could hurt him twice. So yeah.
There you go. Jake says, love the color on the 3D print. Yeah, is that painted?
No, it's not. That's actually that's the resin that he printed with. Yep. It's like a red and black combination.
Mo says, Bancroft's first thought anytime he sees a sword is, would that fit in my sheath? I didn't say anything about that. I didn't even bring up a sheath, did I? Alex says, Bancroft enjoys thrusting, no matter the blade. I mean, I just was thinking of it. All right, we get down to stretch goals. First, we got to get this thing funded. I haven't seen. If anyone is a backer, please do put your backer number in the chat. I believe Alex VRB grabbed the first one. I don't know if we've grabbed any more since. It is a smallish crowd tonight. As I said, please do like the stream, share it out, let everyone know that we have gone live with this one. We've got Alex is in. Anyone else wants to jump on? We're going through this story, getting to know a little bit more about everything that's going on here.
So in addition to the making of Ashcan that you mentioned, there's also a 20-page coloring book that's available on this one.
Oh yeah, I passed that. Sorry. Apparently, I did talk about the sheath, and then I completely forgot about it. That just goes to show the rubbish that comes out of my mouth on these shows. G'day, Dean. Did you vote today, Dean? I wonder if Dean voted yes or no. Sorry, we have a referendum today in Australia, so it's all going on here. Yeah, a coloring book, 22 pager. We can zoom in here and see what we got. Is this art from the actual book?
There's a lot of pieces of art that are pages from the book, yes, but some of it are sketches you won't see in the book.
Very nice, very nice. Is that something that is it comes in a tier? Everyone gets that, or is that like a?
It is a separate tier, and it's an add-on, and it's in 2 of the bundles.
Cool. All right.
So with the Healing Wars tier, you get both covers. You get the making of Ashcan, and you get the coloring book as well as the 3D print.
Excellent. Alex says, Australians are required to vote, or else they get tossed in the gulag. Yeah. Mo, Dan is gone. Dictator Dan retired early. Did his business and then got out, and now he gets to retire on a $300,000 a year pension, if you can believe it. I'm in the wrong business.
It's criminal.
Brian.
Yes.
Why can't I be a politician who, becomes a dictator and then retires at $300,000 a year, taxpayer money?
I was going to say, one thing that you do that I think that would disqualify you from politics is you speak your mind and you don't let anybody else direct what you say.
That is an issue. There's far too much ammo on any of these streams. I would go down in the first week. They would find me talking about cocks and
now they're going to tease you for saying that you would go down.
Yeah. All right, let's go through these tiers. We got $8 is the making of Ashcan that we just looked at.
Right.
There's that shifter coloring book. So these are extras you can get. There's the $15 is the shifter main cover physical edition. It's a 28-page first part comic book here. That's the main cover.
And
did the interior artist do that's Zilson? Yeah.
Yeah, so Zilson did that cover. And it's newly colored though. The coloring before was far too dark. And just, I'll just say, and I don't know if this is a coloring term, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was too muddy. It just
muddy is definitely a coloring term. Yes, okay, that's the word I was about to say.
Dark and muddy. So this one here was colored by Don Edwards, who's in the chat and who's launching later on this month on your show with his
the Don.
Yep. So he colored that cover for me, fixed it in my opinion, and it looks much better. And then as you know. The other cover is Renzo Rodriguez, colored by Josh Rodriguez. No relation.
No, I was about to make that joke. No relation. I think there are a lot of Rodriguez's over there.
It's like Smith. Yes,
it is. Yeah, or Nguyen in Vietnamese.
Yes.
Yeah, really nice. I think it's a very different tone. They're both really nice in their own way. I prefer this one though. I like the dark with it really makes these powers pop and everything. And I like the chicken. What can I say? Maybe I'm the only one. Bo says the street is getting a bit muddy. Just in case anyone wants to know the secret password to get into Bancroft's neighborhood watch readings. That is just not even anywhere close to true, Mo. Jennifer Grover, Michael, you are a lovely man. Thank you so much, Jennifer. And you are a lovely lady yourself. You're incredibly generous. Thank you so much for the $5. And B Rose is there looking for your love too. Just saying, he's right underneath you.
Are those the eyes of jealousy?
Alex, I know, right? They are envious eyes. Alex, I like the cover where she's expertly handling a cock as well. Hey, Alex, that is a young lady. I know you're back at number 1, so you get to say these things, but she's that's a chicken, by the way. That's not a rooster. Let's keep our nomenclature accurate here, if that is a word. The Healers League tier is what we were talking about earlier. So you get lots of the stuff in here. You get the coloring
both
book.
covers, the coloring book and the ash can, and then of course any stretch goals. And the difference between this one and the next tier is the next one is all of those goodies plus the 3D print. But that one there is a limited because it takes something like 15 to 20 hours to print that.
Right. Yeah, that's why I've actually got some stuff that I could do 3D stuff, but it seems like just such a big new thing to learn. I'm not ready yet. I will get to it. I will get to it eventually. It's just like so many moving parts to all organize and shipping and all that sort of stuff. So here we get a one-of-a-kind Dave Ryan glittered Naya sketch card. Who is Dave Ryan?
Dave Ryan is he's an artist that I found on, well, I think it was on Twitter, but he's done other work for other creators here in this, I'll call it the indie circle. And he created the sketch card for me. It doesn't look like that one there is 3D, or I mean, is a short vid. It could be in the main part of the campaign, Michael. If you scroll down, I think there's a short video. I don't know if it'll work, but hopefully it does. Yeah.
Hold on a sec. I'm sharing the tab. I got to share the windows.
Okay.
There we go.
But he applied glitter to the card also. And as you can see, her powers, her eyelids, and her lips are all glitter.
So that's painted with glitter in the paint as well.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
It's one of a kind. It's autographed on the back, and yeah, it's just only one of those.
Grab it if you want it. And then there's that $100 healing war tier, and that comes everything you got in the other one, but as well you get the 3D sword. Is this is there? I mean, clearly this sword is everywhere. Is there something more important other than just being a cool sword?
Not about the sword itself, but certainly about the man wielding it. Danilo is a big part of the storyline.
Yeah, we see him here on the cover, front and center. Right. And then we see him down here in the pages as well. He says, "Give me back my chicken."
That is a very early page in the book, too. So this is their first meeting.
Do we see him later again?
Yeah, we definitely see him again. That page there that you showed with the puzzle pieces, she is just trying to find work. It's very difficult for her because she has to stay so low key and under the radar. So she's trying to find work, and everybody else is trying to find work too, because this is a country. It's an island country under siege. So a lot of the conquering army have come in and taken a lot of the jobs. They are basically taking over, and there are themes of racism here. To be honest with you, the Gevigs, that's Naya's people, are mostly fair-skinned and light of hair, like blondes or redheads. That's her best friend Aelin there in the middle. Whereas the conquering army they're the Basiri, and they are all brunette, dark-haired.
Ethnic cleansing. I see what's going on. All right.
Bigotry.
AS Brunette says, Banker, if you go on the 1-year anniversary stream, I was invited. I would love to. Unfortunately, I was previously booked. That's why we're doing this slightly earlier show tonight, because I've got tons of streams today. So unfortunately, I won't be able to. But I send my my big thumbs up over to Royce and the gang, and congratulate them on a year of streaming. Welcome to the party, pal. It's fantastic. Royce does a great channel over there. Have you been on Royce's?
I have. Yep. Yeah. Royce and I have been. Show. He's been on my show. In fact, we did this big crossover show a while back. I was traveling. My son was along, so he and I were the hosts of the stream. We had the regular panel. We also had Murph and Dirk from Murph and Dirk Duke It Out, and we had the Iron Age guys all on the show all at once. We had a big trivia contest.
Yeah, they're fun. It's a good show. It's a good vibe. And Royce is super passionate too. He gets very animated. I wish I could do that. I just don't
He's-
have it in me.
He's passionate. He's very positive. He doesn't like drama. He stays away from negativity. It's definitely a great show to go to.
Yeah, he's very genuine. I like that about him. Mo Big says, I hate to see innocent yet delicious chickens caught up in another racism debate. It's unavoidable at this point in the game. Sumo Thori says, hail chat, hail Sumo. We got Belmont in the house as well.
Justin.
We got Felix Huss, the Link Master. He says, slightly early. This is 2 hours earlier than you used to stream. No, if it's 8 p.m. Eastern, it's actually 3 hours than I used to stream, but it's only an hour earlier than I normally stream. So, yeah, there's that. But it's great to see you here, Felix. Wouldn't be a stream without Felix, without Sumo. Well, look at them here, the triumvirate: Mo, Sumo, and Felix all together. Excellent.
They practically make the chat.
They really do. They really do. It's always a shame when Mo can't be there, and I know he would just the ammunition I'm giving in the chat. And Sumo does a fantastic job. Yeah, there's a reason why Mo is the Triple Crown Golden Wrench winner. All right. Now this is also live on Kickstarter as well. Just for anyone. I mean, I don't know how many people are.
So for those of you who aren't big Kickstarter fans, the reason I'm going to Kickstarter also is because I'm looking to, as Michael mentioned earlier, reach out not only to Janice's followers over there for her novels and all that, but also there is a big novel reading community over there of normies who aren't necessarily into comic books. And I'm starting to make inroads into that realm, if you will. And in fact, later in November on my show, one of the book review hosts on YouTube is going to come on my show, and we're going to be talking about novels that she's reviewed and how she appreciates the fact that maybe more novels should be adapted into comic book form.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of work, but look, when they're done well, I think it's a great way of kind of cross-pollinating. Look, you got a 6 a.m. sticker. So this is one of the stretch goals that you're playing.
It's a magnet, yeah.
It's a it's a magnet.
I switched over to magnets. They have much more utility. I gotta say.
They do, right?
If you're reading a comic book, if you read a comic book and you need a bookmark, you're obviously not very interested in the comic book because you shouldn't be able to put it down. And what's a sticker going to do you? It should be magnets.
Well, it's you're fighting words now. You know, Snuggy's right here.
Well, Snuggy did say he's got another campaign coming up. It might have to do with magnets.
He did. Well, he had magnets on his campaign. I have a couple of them here.
Yep.
Mo says magnets are stickers of the future. They really are. I mean, people show me to this day where they've got their ginger root hand magnet, and I love that. Stickers, they get stuck somewhere and people forget about them. Maybe some people have them on their computer or something. But,
Snuggy's giving me the shit in the chat. This is blasphemy.
Well, look, I have some books here that are thick. They are really long. And when you're not used to, when you get out of the habit of reading for long periods of time, I struggle now. I can't read more than half an hour anymore. I don't have time to read more than half an hour as is. But
I was going to say, you probably
I used to
also
just get a book and go for hours. These days, my eyes start like an old man.
I was going to say, you've also got several distractions around you with the little ones.
I do. I don't have time to read anymore. The comics is my limit. One comic, before a show or something is pretty much my limit. Stoneman likes the magnets too. I do like them thick. Books, that is. Well, thank you for clarifying. Yeah, Eric Grant has it. I use bookmarks for the bigger books. Hunter Ninja Bear was 300 pages. There was no way I was reading that all in one go.
And Death, that should be coming soon too. And that's going to be 300 pages. So yeah.
There everyone is. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we had Janice on the show. Mo is right.
Yeah.
We had Zilson. We had Zilson, didn't we?
We did. Yep.
We did. Yes. There's no relation, Josh Rodriguez. You need to get you need to put Renzo on here.
Oh
Get
yeah,
him up
should.
there.
So one of the great things about this too, adapting this into comic book form, is I have a built-in editor because I send it to Janice for her approval.
Of course, yeah, of course.
So, and she's used to having done that. She's got something called Fiction University on her YouTube, and so she's been working on basically classes for writers for a long time. So she's got the editor's gene, if you will, and she did have some great suggestions. She had me change the voice of a couple people. So yeah, it was great that she looked it over, but she did say that she appreciated the how I was able to distill as many pages as I did down to this 28-page comic.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be a real task, picking what, really getting down to the bones of it, much like you would imagine, adapting a novel to a movie. It's probably kind of similar, slightly different in their page beats and stuff that you don't have in a movie, obviously, but it must be really cool. I'm just thinking how cool it would be to be a novelist and see your work adapted like this. I hope she gets a big kick out of it.
She seems to really like it. Yeah.
Very cool.
She's excited.
Hang on.
Oh,
Jake.
Got another backer.
We got another backer. Thank you so much. Let's do a refresh here. There it is. 2 backers.
All
We're
right.
up to $49.
Thanks, Jake.
We've got a
Appreciate
ways
it.
to go. We just started. I know it's we don't have many people in the chat here tonight. There's lots of other things going on. It's at a different time, but there's plenty of days to get this thing funded, and it is a very reasonable $5,000 funding goal. This is only the beginning. Where is Janice tonight? Not here, but that's okay. We are. Hang on. What does Mo say? Read it, Bancroft. Read your own words and admit your guilt.
What did you do now? Read your shame.
Did I say this? They are thick. They're really long. When you're not used to them, when you get out of the habit, I really struggle. I go for hours. I mean, if you take it out of context,
if you don't realize the innuendo that you speak.
I just do it without even realizing anymore. Mo Biggs, I don't even have to make jokes anymore. I really am a joke, right? Read your shame. Damn it. Yeah, who was here in the chat yesterday? I think it was Admiral Wackass or someone like that. It says, my friend is listening to you. He thinks you're gay. I'm like, no, I'm just... Is it because of my obsession with creator-owned comics? Is that what it is? I don't know.
Must be.
What it could be.
Well, you're on here showing everybody's cock off.
Why hide them? Why keep them hidden? Bring them out, show them to the world. That's my say. That's what I say. That's my mission here.
This is the right kind of cockpit to put on Twitter.
Exactly. And if you find other people's cockpits, just share them without asking. I'm sure they'll be happy. Right. We have about 7 minutes before I have to get out of here. So everybody, please do like the stream. That'll help with YouTube algorithm and get more people to see it. We are launching Healing Wars, The Shifter here, a joint effort by many, many people, including the author Janice and Brian here, who has adapted it to a graphic novel. Did you actually rewrite a lot of dialogue and stuff like that, or you take dialogue from you're kind of like selecting what dialogue?
Exactly. I took it right out of the book, and it was difficult, as you alluded to a little while ago. It was difficult not to have too much exposition in the comic book, because that'll kill a page if there's too many words, and it covers the art and all that. So I had to make sure that I did a whole lot more showing than telling. I needed to make sure that the pictures told most of the story. Like, we often talk about in this area, in indie comics, you want to make sure that you do a lot more showing. So there will be, I don't think it's in this one. I think in a future issue, there's one page that I really had to get creative with as far as how all of the dialogue was going to be, because I didn't want a whole bunch of talking heads. Those kinds of pages drive me nuts. I didn't want a panel of him, a panel of her, a panel of him, panel of her, just back and forth, them talking to each other.
Yeah, and that's the sort of stuff I actually quite like in a novel. You know, those
In a
pages
novel,
where it's
yes.
just people talking back and forth and there's nothing else in there. I quite like it when it gets like that in a novel. But in a
it
comic,
works in a
that
novel.
doesn't.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, but there was a very important and integral discussion that was being had, and I wanted to make certain that that wasn't skipped because it really brings the story along. So I had to have it in the comic, in my opinion, but I had to get really creative as to how we displayed it, because otherwise it would have been, you know, a mess like that one page that you see of Colossus talking to Kitty Pryde, and it's nothing but text and him in the corner. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't want that to happen. So
this is not a that's not a comic.
right.
Snuggy
It
says,
becomes
I hope the
prose.
book does exposition GOT style. I've never read the adaptation, although I've seen it. It looks really good. I haven't actually read it, so I don't know how they handle the exposition in the graphic novel.
I don't know either.
Some person says Pump Kids by Nerium. It is now Pum Kids, by the way. They did change the name to avoid some silly how would I word that? Associations there. But I actually think it's better. I like Pum Kids better. It rolls off the tongue better, and it sounds more like pumpkin, even though it's about the P. Because Pump Kids, it sort of breaks it weird, but
it's harder to pronounce, and you're right. There's a lot of 12-year-olds out there that'll mistake the purpose on purpose.
Oh, he means in the show.
Oh, okay.
I wonder how you would do that in a. I mean, they just kind of throw you in there, don't they? And then I remember the first time I watched Game of Thrones, I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't follow. I was enjoying it. I liked it, but I had no idea who anyone was, who any of these places were. But I liked it. Alex VOB has updated it there. Felix Huss is sharing the link to Healing Wars, The Shifter, which is the book we are currently launching right now. Fantastic art by Zilson Costa. Where's Zilson Costa from?
I'll bet you could guess.
Zilson Costa. I mean, Costa to me sounds Greek.
Oh, okay.
But,
well, he's definitely yet another one of the Brazilians.
Oh, he's a Brazilian. Okay, yeah, I don't. Well, there you go. I've never seen the name Zilson before. Well,
yeah, that is a new one, isn't it?
Before him. What is with these Brazilians?
I know. There's something in the water.
It really is. It really is. Hojo is getting excited. It's your turn tomorrow night, Hojo.
Yes, come here and watch and help back Mythicals 2.
Yeah, it looks incredible too. Some of the art he's sharing on that is just off the chain. And I think there's really a lot of good feelings about Mythicals out there. People are pumped. The book came out quick and jumping right into the second one. Oh, fantastic.
So thank you for those that backed on this one. I know Michael's got to get going. He's got a show to get to. I want to thank Michael for having me on. I really appreciate it. I love the fact that you're so willing to help us launch our books. This is always a great show to be with. And thanks for the support, folks. Even if you're not a backer, if you want to put that out there on Twitter, every eye that gets to see this is another one that has a chance to back. So you're all appreciated very much.
Thank you so much, Dojo. It really is my pleasure. Whether they go off big or not, it is an honor and a privilege to be able to help people with whatever platform I do have. Mo says Bancroft has always wanted to visit Costa Rica, Greece. I don't know. I think Costa is like a name that a lot of Greeks have as a first name, but it's not a last name apparently. Costa is a Portuguese name. You know, I speak from ignorance. We got a new backer here, Sumo Thori. I got you. Just backed. Doesn't know his backer number though. Well, I'm guessing you're probably back a 3 because I think we only had 2 until then. Let's do a refresh here.
Yeah, if you're on Fund My Comic, it doesn't tell you unless you dig into your campaigns backed or something like that.
Yeah, they got to sort that out. There we go. Backer number 3, over $100. Excellent.
Hail Sumo. Right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sumo. Alex says, I'll only back Mythicals if his female lead demonstrates skill with cocks. She definitely has some skills with some powers and stuff.
Check it out tomorrow.
Powers, so
yep.
Mel says, I nearly spat out my coffee reading Ryan's joke about. Oh, God, did I miss something?
Oh, no,
Hold on a
not
sec.
Fizz.
They changed the name after a cease and desist letter from
Oh, the cease and desist letters.
Oh, my God. Zero says, I'm not good at maths. What's 2 + 1? All right, everyone. I do have to get running. Dojo, thank you so much for coming on to launch it. Everybody, please share the campaigns out so that more people can see the book, see what's going on here, and hopefully we can get this thing funded in due course. Woodrow's in the house. How you going, Woodrow? Always great to see him here. That's my time to go. When Mo says, how the panel, how the chat. Hal Dojo, thank you so much, especially to everyone here in the chat who hung out. I know you had tons of options tonight. It's a rough night for streaming out there.
Thank you all.
So thank you so much for hanging out here with us, and especially to the 3 backers. You guys rock. I will. I'm about to jump over onto Pete Semeni's, where I think we're going to be talking spooky stuff, being that it is Friday the 13th. So I hope you will join us over there. I can't raid.
Frigatriskaidekaphobia.
What's that one?
Frigatriskaidekaphobia is the fear of Friday the 13th.
Oh my God. Of course you know that. That is of course you know that. Yeah, I can't raid, unfortunately, Pete, so you're just gonna have to jump over there. Maybe Felix will have a link to that. I'm not sure. But
he's easy to find.
I'll see. He's easy to find. Publish in Pete Semeni. I'll be there in a moment. Okay. See you guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Individually, we are weak like a single twig, but as a bundle, we form a mighty